Madridistas, tomorrow is a season-defining game for Real Madrid. Will this be a season that lives up to the expectations that we had, or will it be an all-time collapse and failure of a season? That is to be determined, but one thing is for sure. Manchester City is coming to the Santiago Bernabeu for the second leg of the Champions League. In this video, we'll be previewing the matchup, telling you some of my thoughts about Manchester City coming into this game, my starting 11 that I want to see for Real Madrid, and of course, my official match prediction. But before we get started, if you're new around here, I'm Dally with Dallyfc. I cover all things Real Madrid. At the end of the video, if you like the content, please hit that subscribe button, like the video, and guys, let me know in the comments what's your official match prediction between Real Madrid and Manchester City. Madridistas, this second leg is something I've been looking forward to just all week. I cannot wait to be watching this game, and I'm hoping it lives up to my expectations, and the result, I hope, is the result that all of us Madridistas are very much looking forward to. But taking a look at the last time we went into Manchester and defeated them 3-2. What a wonderful victory that was. Hopefully we can get another performance like that for Real Madrid again. Now, you take a look. Kylian Mbappe gets on the board. Brahim Diaz gets on the board. Jude Bellingham gets on the board too. But when we actually dig into the stats a little, I think it kind of tells you a little more of the story instead of just what the score tells you. Did Manchester City win the possession battle? 54-46, they did. However, when you take a look, XG 3.3. I don't always love XG, but I think what I do like is we had 20 shots with 8 on target, 6 big chances in this one, and we had 3 big chances missed as well. If we would have capitalized and been a little more clinical in the finishing, this could have been an ass-kicking in Manchester. And I'm hoping it is an ass-kicking in the Santiago Bernabeu this Wednesday. But coming into this game, a couple of thoughts, a couple of concerns I do have for Manchester City. You know, I was watching them this weekend as well after that horrible game for Real Madrid, but we won't be talking about that. I had them up on my iPad as well, taking a look exactly what was happening. And there was one player that stood out for me, and it's a player that I'm very much looking forward to not having to go against. I hope he doesn't get the start, but he is somebody that I do think gets the start in this one, and that is Omar Marmoush, the new Egyptian for them as well, and he plays everywhere. He is striker, left wing, attacking mid, right winger, second striker, left mid. But what I expect him to be playing is at that left wing position, because in the last one for Manchester City, he got a hat trick. It was a beautiful game for him, his first hat trick for Manchester City as well. And the thing is, when he actually played against Real Madrid in the first leg, he only played 6 minutes in that one. So we didn't even get to really get a good look and see how he would go against Real Madrid. So hopefully, I mean, Pep, if you're watching, Pep, don't start him. Don't bother starting him. Bring him off the bench. That's what I want. I do expect him to get the start in this one as well. Now, here's the thing. He gets the first hat trick for Manchester City because he just moved from Frankfurt from the Bundesliga. And how did he do in the Bundesliga? Well, he actually had 15 goals before leaving Frankfurt as well. He can play everywhere. He is such a threat. He is very, very skilled as well, and he just has a knack for finishing as well. And so he is somebody I expect to be going on that left wing as well. Somebody else who I expect to be on that left wing is, I can't even say his first name, Josko. I can't say his last name, though. Guardiola. I mentioned him in the last one. He is an absolute baller. Hopefully, he will be eventually joining Real Madrid. That is my wish. We will see what happens. But when he is not on Real Madrid, he is on Manchester City right now. And at 23 years old, he is a Croatian, and he is an absolute baller. And the thing is, too, I called him out in the last game, in the preview. He helped out a lot for Manchester City in the last one. He gets the assist. He makes a fantastic run through the box, through the midfield of Real Madrid, and gets a little ball off his chest, passes it to Erling Haaland to get the first score for Manchester City in the last one. Now, here's the thing. He is very pacey, and he is very good both on the attack as well as defending as well, because he was going up against Kylian Mbappe a couple times, Rodrigo, even Vinny, and he is almost just as fast as some of those players, which is insane because Kylian Mbappe, Vinny Jr., Rodrigo are some of the fastest players in the entire world. To have a defender who is just as fast to be able to keep up with them is incredible. I would like to be able to catch him, though, when he is too far upfield, because I do expect him. I expect Manchester City to be a lot more attacking than they were in the first game, and I expect Omar Marmoush and Josko Guardiola to be very heavy on the left wing if we can possibly catch them with their pants down, and maybe Rodrigo can go and beat the line. I think we could catch them on a couple opportunities where he's just too far up there. So that is what I'm hoping in this one as well. Now, the final player, this is a player, are we surprised that I'm even mentioning it? We shouldn't be. It's Erling Haaland. You know, Erling Haaland, he gets a brace in the last one, but the thing is, Haaland picked up a knock in the last one. Not against Real Madrid, but this weekend he actually picked up a knock. I do expect him to be out there for Manchester City tomorrow night. If he's not out there, I'd be absolutely shocked. If he is not out there for some reason, expect Marmouche to get the start at striker. I believe Haaland would be playing. I mean, let's be real. But of course, Haaland's always going to be a threat. I think that we need to be absolutely not dominating him physically with our center backs. And I think we did a very good job in the last one. Raul Asensio especially, I thought he did very good. He really you got to aggravate him too. Be physical with him. Make sure that there's nothing easy. Let somebody else beat you. Do not let Erling Haaland beat you. And that's what I think Real Madrid did a very good job doing in the last one. Even though he got a brace, I still think that we kind of limited. I mean, he got like a tap-in goal, and then he gets a penalty. Like, okay, you know what I mean? So it is what it is. Now, coming into this game for Real Madrid, a couple fantastic news. I was tweeting out my thoughts earlier about the news that came out. Rudiger, Lucas Vazquez, and David Alaba are back for Real Madrid. Hopefully, Lucas Vazquez, he still needs a little more time, if you know what I'm saying. He still needs a little more time. I would love to see him on the bench, and we really don't need you. We really don't need you. But I was tweeting out my thoughts and saying I would love to be seeing Rudiger get the start for Real Madrid in this one. And that is what I believe Carlo Ancelotti will be doing. And that is also what I will be doing because as you guys can see on the screen now, this is my starting 11 that I will be going with tomorrow night. Kylian Mbappe up top, Vinny Jr. getting the start, Jude Bellingham, Rodrigo, Camavinga, Dani Ceballos, Fran Garcia, Rudiger, Raul Asensio, Fede Valverde, and Courtois. Now, this is a very similar lineup, what we just saw a week ago, in Manchester as well. With the only swaps that I am doing is I am having Raul Asensio out there instead of Tchouaméni, and I would be putting Fran Garcia out there. Now, will Carlo Ancelotti be doing that? Probably not. I honestly think the only difference between this starting 11 that we will be seeing from me and Carlo Ancelotti, I think he will be starting Mendy out there, and I think he's going to do it. I think he's going to be putting Tchouaméni out there instead of Raul Asensio. So I wouldn't do that, but guys, let me know. Who would be your starting center backs? Would you be starting Rudiger? Do you trust him to be out there? Would you be starting Alaba? Would you be starting Raul Asensio or Tchouaméni? I'm very curious. Let me know in the comments who is your two center backs that you want to be seeing in this game as well. Now, coming into this game, who is my focus on in this game? Because we did see a very good performance. Kylian Mbappe, he got a goal in the last one as well. Jude Bellingham, Brahim Diaz, Brahim the Dream comes on, gives a little shrug, gets a goal in the last one. My focus, though, is on Vinny Jr. I have not been that impressed with Vinny the start of the 2025 year. Not this season. I think he's had some very good moments, but the 2025 year has not been Vinny's year so far. Taking a look at some of the stats, he's played 11 games in 2025. He picked up a red card in one of them, but he only has 3 goals and 2 assists. And the biggest thing that's crazy, Antony, yes, that Antony, the Manchester United reject, has more goals in La Liga right now than Vinny and Lamine Yamal. Let me throw out a little shade over to Barcelona as well. Antony has more goals? That's absolutely insane as well. So it is what it is. He was the man of the match last time out there against Manchester City. Was he my man of the match? He wasn't. I did think he did contribute a lot better in that game than what he did over the weekend as well. What I need from Vinny in this game, it's just quicker decisions. I feel like there's way too many times that Vinny is just holding the ball, and other attackers, they don't know what to be doing. I don't know what he should be doing either. I honestly don't think that Vinny always knows what he wants to be doing, what the end result will be. Will he be trying to get a shot off? Will he be trying to pass it as well? I want him to be a little more predictable for the teammates. For Kylian Mbappe, does Kylian Mbappe need to be standing outside the box, or does he need to be cutting in because he's going to be going near post? Does Rodrigo, Jude Bellingham, same thing. I don't know. I don't know a lot of times. I want quicker decisions from Vinny in this game as well. And as well, I want Vinny. Dude, let's take your own shot. There's so many times that I believe Vinny has a great opportunity to be able to go get a shot, but he's almost too unselfish sometimes. You might be saying, what do you mean? He's holding the ball. There's sometimes where he has the opportunity, and I just think I'm like, dude, just take a shot. Take the shot, and he's just not doing that so much. I don't exactly know why, but I need Vinny to be absolutely clinical in this game, quicker decision-making as well, and be a little selfish. Let's take some shots in this one as well, because you're going to get opportunities in this game, I 100% believe it, to capitalize. He should have had, honestly, 2 goals over the weekend as well. I am hoping that Vinny has a fantastic game in this one, and I do believe he will have a very good game as well. Now, another player I want to be talking about is Jude Bellingham. Jude, interesting past couple days, picks up the red card for saying F off. That's a whole nother story. But when it comes to this game, he is not suspended for this game. I still don't know if he's going to be suspended in La Liga or not. We'll be talking about that in the next match preview as well in La Liga. But when it comes to Jude in this one, I need Jude to be a little more defensive-minded in this one. I need him to be playing a little deeper than what he has been in the previous couple of games. I want to really make this midfield compact. I want it to make it difficult. I don't want it where Camavinga's out here, Danny Ceballos out here, and this is what the midfield looks like. Because I feel like, honestly, this is too many times what happened in the last one. I want this midfield to be compact. I want everybody playing as a unit in this one too, because I do think we're going to be looking for a lot more counterattacks than what we did in the last one as well. And I want Jude to be the one starting the counters. Once we win this ball back, whether it's a Camavinga, Danny Ceballos, one of the center backs as well, get it to Jude and then get it to the attackers. Get it to a Vinny out wide. Get it to a Kylian Mbappe, Rodrigo, et cetera, like that. That's what I want to be seeing from Jude. Defensive-minded a little more than what he's been so far. And then when it turns to offense, get on the attack, carry the ball very well, and get it to the wingers. That's what I want to be seeing from Jude Bellingham in this one as well. Now, when we are transitioning, it's Mbappe, Rodrigo, and Vinny as well have to be mentioning that we got to capitalize on the counterattacks. We are going to have so many opportunities in this game where Manchester City is going to be too far up. And I believe that it's going to be Mbappe going against one center back, Vinny going against one center back. It might be 2-on-1. It might be 2 on just the goalkeeper. We have to. I cannot stress this enough. Have to be absolutely clinical in our finishing. No taking shots right at the goalkeeper. I don't want Ederson to get any easy saves in this game as well. I want us to be absolutely clinical because I believe that Kylian Mbappe, Vinny, Rodrigo are some of the best finishers in the entire world. That's what they have to be doing in this game as well. Make it difficult for Ederson. Do not give him any easy saves and absolutely capitalize on the counterattacks that we will be getting in this game as well. I am going with Rudiger and Raul Asensio as my center back pairing. Again, let me know in the comments who would be your center back pairing. I need them to be just absolutely dominating Haaland in this one. I want the physicality just to be insane. I want La Liga physicality out there. Will it get called like La Liga? We don't pick up any yellow cards, anything like that? I don't know. But you have to get in the head of Erling Haaland. You have to be physical. I'm talking an arm into his back. No easy challenges for him as well. That is why I am starting Raul Asensio. I think Raul Asensio has delivered on that multiple times. I think he's a little menace out there. There is a little Sergio Ramos in him, and I absolutely love that. Rudiger just coming back. I don't know if I want him starting the whole 90 in this one. We might be seeing a Tchouaméni coming out. Maybe we can move Raul Asensio to the side. But that's what I really need to be seeing from both of them as well. Be physical. Nothing easy for Haaland. Let somebody else win the game for them. Do not make it easy for Haaland in this game. Now, when it comes to Carlo in this game, Carlo, correct subs, man. Correct subs. And what do I mean by that? I'm thinking of Luka Modric if he doesn't get the start. I'm thinking Tchouaméni. I'm thinking Brahim Diaz. And I'm thinking Fran Garcia as well. And I already know the Arda Güler fan club is commenting right now. Say, Dally, what about Arda? This is not an Arda game. I don't want this being an Arda game. And what do I mean by that too? Is I only think that Arda should be coming in if we're down a score. If we're looking to score a game, I don't think that you need to be bringing Arda in on this game. I could be wrong, but I just don't think that Arda has proven that he is very good defensively yet, so I don't want to be seeing him out there. And I don't want us to be down. But Carlo needs to be making the correct substitutions at the correct time. Do not make one substitution in this game at the 80th minute. I don't want to be seeing that as well. If anybody picks up a knock, if it looks a little shaky, if we are starting Fran Garcia and he's not doing great, put a Ferland Mendy out there. I'm 100% fine with that as well. So that's what I want to be seeing in this game for Real Madrid and for Carlo Ancelotti as well. Now, when it comes to my official match prediction, it was 3-2 in the last one. Did I predict 3-2? I might have predicted it. Well, I'll pat myself on the back for that one. Now, when it comes for this prediction, Manchester City is down 1 goal heading into the Santiago Bernabeu. I do think we will be seeing a little more compact Real Madrid in this one. And I do think that is going to be counter-attack galore. I think we will have so many opportunities in this game. If Real Madrid can get the first goal, we get a two-goal lead, this game opens up. If Manchester City finds a way to get the equalizer right away, gets the first goal, this might be a little different game. I do think, though, I think Manchester City is going to be pressing a lot in the beginning of this game. But I do think that we're going to be able to find the counter. And I think it's Vinny Jr. who gets on the board first for Real Madrid. And I think this game opens up beautifully for Real Madrid. So I will be going with Real Madrid defeating Manchester City at the Santiago Bernabeu. I'm going 3-1. and we will win the game and win the leg 6-3 on aggregate as well. And I'm also saying Rodrigo gets on the board as well as Kylian Mbappe gets on the board. So that is my official prediction, 3-1 for Real Madrid to advance to the next round in the Champions League. If you guys agree with me, disagree with me, let me know in the comments. If you guys made it to the end of the video, hit that subscribe button, like the video as well, helps you out a ton. Really quick, guys, shout out to all the members. Thank you all so much for all the help and all the support. I very much appreciate you guys. Guys, I will be live right after the Real Madrid match. Cannot wait to be chatting with you guys all then. Guys, been Dallyfc. Cheers. Al Madrid.